the beautiful thing about Arceus V Star is that, actually, you know what? Arceus V and Arceus V Star, whether you're using Trinity Charge or Trinity Nova, both moves accelerate energy to Pokemon V. And because of that, it happens to make it so that so many Pokemon V in the game that had attack costs that were a little too high within reach. And I kind of have this feeling that, like, if you've got Arceus plus something else, you can kind of make even the worst Pokemon V at least somewhat playable. And in this particular example, I am testing out Arceus with Galarian Darmanitan VMAX. I got these a pair of Darmanitan V and VMAX a long time ago, and I just haven't really used it at all because the attack costs are really high. Max Whiteout, 4 water energy. Yes, you can use Frostmoth to accelerate it as well, but it just kind of wasn't realistic to get that much energy on the board in time for you to really make any sort of meaningful attacks. But with Arceus and being able to put 3 energy on the board, this becomes a lot more attainable. And even, I probably wouldn't use either of these moves, but with Arceus in play, something like Max Whiteout, which does 200 damage plus 30 to the bench, could work to at least a certain extent. And we're going to extend the bench damage even further by having 1 Telescopic Sight in the deck, so you can hit Pokemon V for an additional 30, making that 60 damage. We'll see if that helps out. And to underpin the whole thing, we've got the Inteleon line, your Sobbles, Drizziles, and Inteleons. It is a little bit shorter. I'm going 3-3-1-1, just because this deck has so much stuff in it right now. But we definitely want the Drizzile and the Inteleon for shading dealings, which allows us to search for supporter cards, well, trainer cards from our deck. And then in terms of other options, we've got 1 Capacious Bucket, an Escape Rope, some Evolution Incense, like Pokemon search stuff here, a Switch, 2 Paths to the Peak, again, because after you do V-Star, you don't really need abilities anymore, and Galarian Darmanitan doesn't have an ability. You can just shut off decks like a Mew VMAX, other Arceuses, and Genesect, all that stuff. And 1 Training Court just in case. And then we've got a couple of other techs here in terms of Boss's Orders, Marnie, Professor's Research. These are all like 2 counts. It's a little thin because we are running the Inteleon line, which does take up a lot of deck space. If this doesn't work out, I've got a plan B, but we'll see how this video goes. And we've got Melony and Raihan to accelerate energy, just in case we need that extra little bit to get that 4th energy onto a Galarian Darmanitan or something like that. Another card that might actually be helpful here is Rose, who puts 2 basic energy from the discard to a VMAX. That might be an interesting tech in here as well, though the deck in its current state is pretty tight. Also, we've got 1 Big Charm just to help either Arceus or Darmanitan be a little more tankier, a Choice Belt probably for Arceus, most likely for Arceus to get that extra 30 damage, and then 3 double turbo energy, which is a little lower than usual, but we got to make room for 10 water energy, which is a little much. I get it. It's a little much for this deck. However, if we want to get 2 Galarian Darmanitans set up, that's 8 water energy right there. You're probably going to need at least 1 water energy to get an Arceus V-Star set up. So the counts are a little high on that front. But we're gonna try this out and see if it works. By the way, my name is Jet from inthirdperson.com. Personal look at video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits. And let's jump into some matches. All right, before we jump into this, I just want to note, like, disclaimer, I'm not here to say that Galarian Darmanitan is the future of the meta, or that Arceus is literally so OP that it'll make any Pokemon V the best. Like, you can make the best decks, period, with Arceus. But I do want to say that Arceus can do a lot of heavy lifting, and we're kind of pressing the limits of how far Arceus can go in terms of carrying decks to that next level. And we do have an okay starting hand. We do have a lot of denial here with the peony and the hammers and the fan of... Are we playing like a... What was I going to say? Like a Whimsicott or something here? We do get the Sobble. That's great. Oh... Not ideal, and we get the turn 1 path 2. Yikes. Okay. Oh, they only have a Bidoof, so they've got kind of a garbage hand there as well. I could just stay. I'm risking, like, they don't have a lot going on themselves. So let's go and take this time to set up our deck here before we throw out a whole bunch of stuff. And we'll get a bunch of Sobbles in play. And now we throw out, and we just really want that double turbo energy. And we didn't get it, but that's actually not bad. Because we're still not, like, out of the woods. I think we're still in a much better position than our opponent here. That being said, oh, like they only have a Bidoof right now. This is, oh, good Marnie. I actually really like that hand, and now we'll have to figure something out. Well, let's see what we're up against here. Another hammer. If they hit, it's gonna be a bad scene for us. Okay. Holy cow, we got really lucky there. They whiffed on, what, 2 hammers? Okay. And we're up against... Okay, Whimsicott. We've got a little bit of time here. Whimsicott's a super annoying deck. Very good. I have the cards. It's going to take me a little bit to experiment a little more with that. How do we want to play this? I guess there's... Can't retreat. I can use a Melony to get 3 energy on. However, we can't necessarily guarantee that we're going to get the double turbo. Oh, okay, there we go. There we go. Well then, at this point, I'm kind of laughing here. I could... I'm gonna be 10 damage short, and I don't know how much I care about that. Here, we're gonna stay. I could Marnie them, but I want them stuck with those 3, and yeah, they could get up to 5. I'm going to trust that this will be enough. And we can Marnie ourselves out next turn. And at this point, I don't really care that they've got Path to the Peak on us. We got what we need. We have our energy acceleration. Darmanitan will be ready to go in just a sec. And it's not going to matter that we can't attach special... Not really going to matter that we can't attach special energy. And let's see. Like, I might even YOLO it just to bring Arceus down, bring Darmanitan up, just so we can start splashing on these Bidoofs. But let's see how they play it. Do they have enough to get this going, or do they just quit? Nope, they're going for it. Okay. That's fine. Now, the million-dollar question is, off this Marnie, can we... And I know I'm giving them a bailout here by giving them new cards. I really want to show Galarian Darmanitan in action, though. We do get what we need, thank goodness. A Sharon's Care would be really nice right now, but this deck currently doesn't have that. And, you know, maybe that's something to consider for next time if we can find room in the deck for it. But I really want to get cracking with Galarian Darmanitan, especially since we can't attach any special energy at the moment. It's not gonna matter because we just splash on them with the with the 200. At this point, this is probably lights out, and it's not gonna matter. Okay, they're gonna continue fighting, and I commend our Whimsicott player here for keeping this going. They do potential. I guess that if they, oh no, I don't know what they were looking for there. They didn't get it. I guess some sort of combination of Raihan and, okay, they had to just go attach. Let's see how they play this. They can pivot out and then use Cotton Guard. I don't know if they want to do that. Yeah, they're going to try and protect Whimsicott on this front, but little do they know. And look, I can actually pop the... I can pop Arceus VSTAR right now. I'm not going to. And maybe I should, just in case. Like, I think I've got this on lock. However, just in case, I'm going to grab... Oh, we don't have another Darmanitan. That's unfortunate. I think I got rid of it early. So we'll go with a... with an Arceus Melony combo. Actually, I don't even think that helps. Oh, no. We can do that. I could Melony here. We have one energy. I'll go with the double turbo on this Arceus, and I'm going to go and splash on this Whimsicott instead. and there we go. And now keep in mind, if we were using regular Arceus, Arceus would have been 10 damage short to take that win there. But because we could move into Darmanitan and hit for 200, we were able to secure the win and do some splash damage and do quite a bit to their Bidoofs and Bibarels on the bench. So GG's. Let's try and get another one in here and see what we can do with Darmanitan. We do hit heads off the flip. And I will say, one of the things about these sort of Arceus plus other decks, I find that depending on which Pokemon you're pairing Arceus with, you may want to adjust the counts of your Arceus. Like, I play a very full... Oh, this is not ideal. I play a very full 4-3 Arceus line because I am... Arceus Gengar is not ideal. Let's try with the Darmanitan anyway. We'll try with the Darmanitan and see how that changes things up. Maybe, excuse me, maybe the spread damage to the bench is enough of a deterrent here. Right, we have the bare minimum amount of stuff to make this work. And yeah, maybe splashing to... How many Houndooms can they get out? Oh, they're getting rid of a single strike energy in the process. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Because we may want to take... Oh, they're getting the full setup. Okay. I see you. I see you. This is where we may need to adjust our strategy here. If we have Choice Belt, yeah, I think we're going all in on knocking out Gengar right now, and I'm going to press them to have the 3 Houndooms ready. And hopefully we can draw something good here. A Galarian Darmanitan V. Boss's Orders is not bad, and Inteleon, not ideal. They will hit for weakness here if they do get all the things they need. And I'm not sure if they will, but if they do, it's going to be pretty bad for us. In a worst case scenario, we don't get Darmanitan VMAX. We can boss up this Crobat, knock it out, but it's not looking great otherwise. However, they're not moving, so I think they are stuck. And if that is the case, that is amazing for us. And if they can't... Ooh. The strategy... We still will hit for 210. We'll still hit for 210. I will lock in a path to the peak. And we can knock out... Because this is... I'm still scared of Urshifu here. I think that we go... Like, I'm not going to be able to knock out Urshifu, unfortunately. We can knock out Crobat. We can knock out one of the Houndooms. If they manage to hit all three, that kind of is what it is. Let's go knock out the other Crobat. Or not the Crobat, the Gengar. And unfortunately for us, this deck only has 2 boss. This part's unfortunate. The fact that we only have... Oh, we do get, they get Marnie. This could be good. This could be bad. How many Urn of Vitalities do they have left? They've only gotten rid of 1. Okay. 320, 350, I think. All right, well, Arceus is dead here, so that's no good. How many Choice Belts do we have? I don't know if I want to bank on Choice Belts as our strat, but they also need, if they want to protect Urshifu, they really need, they don't have it. They don't have it. Okay. This is interesting, because we're in a little bit of a pickle ourselves. Like, we can knock this out, but if Gengar gets cooking here, we might be in trouble. And do we want to Marnie them? I think we do. And not so much because we want to Marnie them, but we want to try and get a bit of a better board state for us here. And let's go and take 2 energy off the board. And do we want to set up... I think if we're going to set up anything, it has to be an Arceus, despite being horrified of the damage they could potentially do here. I just don't think that we're going to get enough going. Like, we're not going to be able to get a Darmanitan. Oh, it doesn't even matter. We got the win. Okay, GG's. I was fretting over nothing. I can't do math. Let's get one more match. Ideally, one more match in here to kind of show a little more of what the deck can do. And I feel like we haven't really shown the power of the spread damage. And you know what? Maybe there isn't a lot of power in the spread damage. And if that's the case, that kind of is what it is. We are going second here against the grass deck. I'm gonna wait before I bench this Sobble to see what we're up against. Otherwise... Oh. Rillaboom, eh? I don't know if I've ever seen... if I've ever seen this one before. Do I? I know I'm going to attach the double turbo here. I guess the question is, okay, it wasn't really that much of a question, but we will use it to get Galarian Darmanitan out. Now, I could use Melony to get the third energy on and for a chance at getting Arceus V-Star. I think we're going to Marnie instead because I want 5 fresh cards to give us, like, really, I just need, I could use a Level Ball, I could use a Evolution Incense, I just need to get to Arceus V-Star on turn 2, and if we can do that, we'll be okay. I have no idea what we're up against right now. Like, I've seen the Torterra deck before, and I have not seen it with Rillaboom V. And this is another one. Actually, one of the first decks I built with Arceus V when I got the full line was an Arceus Rillaboom one that I've literally never played before. And I maybe will do a standalone video for that. I still have no idea what's happening here. Oh, they're going to grab Darmanitan up. Great. That slows us down a little bit. Thankfully, we have the 2 Sobbles here, which we can use to get set up a little better, but that's also going to depend. Like, we really need Arceus in the active, hitting for at least 180 and getting 3 energy onto Darmanitan. Like, that is what we have to do here. And I'm also not sure what the strategy is. They still have no energy here. And it almost makes me think, like, maybe we shouldn't Marnie them if we know that hand is so bad. But okay, we can work with this. Let's grab a Drizzile into an Evolution Incense. Yes. And we will grab our Arceus VSTAR and then pop Starbirth and get this party started. We'll attach and Starbirth. And do we want to hit, excuse me, do we want to hit the Rillaboom is the $1 million question, or am I okay knocking out one of those baby Pokemon in the process? I think we just go, we have a professor's research in there, so let's grab Darmanitan and maybe a Drizzile just to give us another out based on... Oh, wait, I'm an idiot. I needed a switch, so that was not good. We wasted an evolution there. And do we even have... Okay, we do have the switch. Great. That was silly on my part. Unforced error. We give ourselves one less shady dealer to work with. And that's unfortunate. I think the play here, going forward, we want to keep Arceus up and spread a little more energy out on the board. Do we even want... I can't remember. I should have checked to see if we had 2 V-Stars. Let's see how they play this. Let's see how they play this. Because there is also the argument of getting... I don't know if Galarian Darmanitan spread damage actually matters here, because they're going to evolve like crazy, and we're not going to be able to, like, 2-hit spread on anything. Even the Rillaboom with the Telescopic Sight, it's not going to be enough here. They do get Rillaboom with the Voltage Beat. Do they have the rare candy, though? Yes, they do have the rare candy. They will be able to use Voltage Beat to accelerate 2 energy to a Pokemon. But let's see, do they cut bait on the Rillaboom V in the active and basically give us 2 free prizes? I'm going to say yes. I think they're going to give that to us. And what should we be targeting here? Uh-oh. What are they targeting? Ooh, they didn't get it. We got lucky there. And Marnie. That's not ideal. Not ideal. Okay, this is actually pretty good now. This is pretty good. We do get a Melony and something else if we want. Do we want Melony and something else right now? I think our goal here is to attack the Rillabooms for... Oh, actually, if we can get Darmanitan out. If we can get Darmanitan out and put... We can put pressure on... Yeah, we can knock out... We can get 3 prizes right now if they let us get Darmanitan out early and just splash on this Rillaboom, which would be highly efficient and possible. Yeah, if we can boss up that Rillaboom, that would be incredible. I don't know if we have... We might have the means to do that. They're still one energy short of getting G-Max Drum Solo. Okay. I like where this is going. Let's try it. We're going to go for a big game play here. Gonna go for a big game play instead of just taking the 2 prizes. And we're also going to make a dent into... So we will boss, and I want... Do I have Capacious Bucket? Do I have Capacious Bucket? Yes. Okay. We will grab... Sure, we'll grab 2 just to have 1 handy just in case. We will Escape Rope. And let's boss up the Rillaboom to cut off the energy acceleration. And Darmanitan actually going to come in handy here. And you know what? Let's go and get rid of this Path to the Peak. We don't need this anymore. And we'll grab a second. Is it worth grabbing a second Darmanitan? No, it's not. It's not because we don't have the V-Star. So, you know what? Yeah. Let's grab a Sobble instead. That's fine. And we're just going to use 1. And actually, could we use it to hit Rillaboom first? And then not worry about the energy acceleration? What's the right play here? It might be worth hitting... Let's go hit Rillaboom instead. And yes, they can accelerate, but we will get a massive hit out of this Rillaboom first. And even if they accelerate, we're going to knock this out now and put all of these other Pokemon in danger with a 2-prize lead. And yeah, my 200 plus 30 to everything versus their 180 plus 40 to 2, I don't think is going to be nearly as impactful. So let's see how they play this. And how many boss do we have left? I think we have 1 more to go. Yeah, we're gonna have to boss this back up. I have not seen this Rillaboom Torterra variant. It's interesting. Oh, they've got the Shaman as the sort of backup here for the revenge attack. I think that's an interesting choice. However, Darmanitan can 1-hit KO Shaman V before it becomes Shaman V Star. Okay, and they're gonna actually get a lot of damage here off the Torterra. I don't like that. Yeah, 200 off the Torterra. Okay, there is a couple schools of thought here. We can knock this out. And no, I think I still 1, 2, 3, 2. I don't think I'm worried about either. Okay. I think I still want to knock out Rillaboom. I think I still want to do that. Yeah. And yeah, Shaman's kind of scary, and we can take 2 prizes there. However, I kind of want the... Oh, actually, you know what? Rillaboom's not going to be a threat right now, because Rillaboom's going to need 4 energy attached. And you're only going to be hitting like 200 something. So the really last big thing, I think Shaman's the right thing to take out. Because Shaman, after 5 prizes, had I taken this, would be in range to hit one hit KO like something insane. Our big challenge here, I think we're still in good shape. It's not guaranteed, but it's not guaranteed. However, we are in a better position to win this game here. I guess the other rationale would have been if we had taken out Rillaboom, we could have knocked out anything else to get it. However, we just didn't have... we didn't have anything else ready to go. What is our other big concern? Our other big concern is probably, yeah, one of these Rillabooms being ready to go. Okay. I think we need to get this Inteleon ready just in case. And we'll shuffle this energy back into the... No, we'll attach to this Inteleon and Marnie here. And we do get Arceus VSTAR here, which is great. And actually, here, what do we want to protect? I will grab Quick Shooting Inteleon. And what can we snipe? 60, 80, 60, 80. Okay. I'm not really... Yeah, let's get this Turtwig out here. Oh, we got it! We got the win. Holy cow. And then, yeah, we just smash. Oh, man. We won in spite of me. I'll take it. GG's. I totally forgot about Quick Shooting Inteleon. But there we go. Yes, Quick Shooting Inteleon to add like a little extra snipe damage to finish anything else off the bench. There you go. I just had some spare Arceus and Darmanitan kicking around. Well, I had extra Darmanitans kicking around, and we were actually able to get in some decent matches, win some tight games. And again, I'm not saying this is a meta-defining card or, you know, meta-defining combination or anything like that. But if you've got the Arceus package here, you can probably find value in a bunch of your Pokemon V that you haven't really played or haven't found playable in the past. And in these matches, we actually found that the spread damage kind of helped there. In particular, I surprised myself in the end with being able to use the Quick Shooting Inteleon at the end to squeeze out an extra 20 and get that game-winning snipe. And it actually makes me think that maybe I should put I know the deck is already super tight on techs, but maybe we go with the second quick shooter just to get some extra snipe damage in there. So yeah, something to think about. I will put the deck list in the video description. So yeah, just click on the more details and just copy it, put it straight into PTCGO or PTCGL if you're interested in playing this deck. And yeah, let me know what Arceus combinations you found or enjoyed playing since Arceus came out. And in particular, I want to hear like the weird combos, the wacky combos. I have pretty much taken like every Pokemon V and paired it with Arceus to try and see if it works. Darmanitan is one that stuck out as kind of interesting, and I do have a Gyarados version, which is similar to this. It works a little differently though, because Gyarados is has some different strengths and weaknesses, and I do plan on streaming that deck at some point over on my channel, where I'm usually at twitch.tv/inthirdperson. And of course, if you enjoy these videos, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button on YouTube. And you can also find me Oh, that's the Twitch button again. I was going to say, you can find me on YouTube, where you're watching me right now, most likely, TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram, where I'm posting content all the time. And of course, check out my website, inthirdperson.com, for more articles and videos on video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits. So until next time, thank you so much for watching, and we're out of here. Later!